Hi, everybody. So, as promised, I'm going to try to do something that is a bridge between the homework and the your first test. So, I'm just going to try to go over a few things that I think might be important for you to get through your quiz and then move on to your first test. So, I'm going to use the quiz here. Um, the ordered pair 4 comma 19 is a blank of the equation y equals x squared, because when 4 is substituted for x and 19 is substituted for y, the result is a true statement. So all you need to do is substitute in 19 and then 4 for x plus 3 is 19 equal to 16 plus 3, and that is correct. So you would check that it is a solution. And then the result is a true statement. Thus, it can be said that 4 comma 19 satisfies. Okay. And because I'm the professor, I can click that button to show you that it is correct. Moving along to the next one. The fractions in the equation x over 5 equals 2 plus x minus 3 over 3 can be eliminated by multiplying both sides of the equation by. So, the first thing that you want to do is figure out what the common denominator is. So that would be 15, as you can see here. Sorry, for some reason it didn't write. Right there. They both have a common multiple of 15. Okay, so it is the least common denominator, and it's 15. Pretty straightforward. This time I'm going to check off the box and erase. So here, similarly, the first step in solving this equation is to multiply both sides by the common denominator. And that would be x plus 2 times x plus 6. Okay? Actually, let me answer it. Okay, and then the next one, the first step in solving I times R plus, I don't know if that's a different, because L and I are sometimes the same, but it doesn't matter. We're solving for the letter I. That could be an I or an L. So the first step in solving IR plus I lowercase r equals E for I is to obtain a single occurrence of I by oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, cut it out. So by factoring I from the two terms on the left, so that will look like I, and I know it doesn't have, it's not exactly like my I, but it looks like an L, a lowercase L, and it's just a little goofy. And then that would be equal to E. So this would be factoring out the I from both of those terms. Just erase really quick. Then here it says the set of all numbers in the form a plus bi is called the set of complex numbers. Then if b does not equal 0, then and you see b is connected with the I, is also called a imaginary number. If b equals 0, then the number is also called a real number. All right, and then for one like this, I'll just really quickly, because you're going to have different numbers, but you just FOIL. So we'll have 20 minus 30i plus 16i, and then minus 24i squared. Remember, I squared is equal to -1. So this is 20 minus 14i plus 24. And then you combine these two, so you get 44 minus 14i. So the product of the first term, the product of the outside term, you just fill those blanks in. Just be really careful. Fill them in, then 20 outside is -30i. Where is I? Inside is the product of the inside terms. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's typing or not. So I think it was minus 14i. And then the product of the last two terms is -24i. And I'm just going to type in 0 just so I can move on. That's not correct. So just so you know that. The discriminant of ax squared plus bx plus c is identified as b squared minus 4ac. All you have to do is just look up the discriminant. The discriminant just tells you which way what kind of solutions the parabola is going to have. It's either going to have two solutions, it's going to have one solution, or it's going to have an imaginary solution. Oops. So I must answer it. For this one, you just solve it with the square root property. So you take square root of both sides. Square root of 16. 8x plus 7 equals 4. And then 8x plus 7 equals -4. You should be able to go from there, but be careful because more than likely it's not going to work for one of them. And I can already tell you that there is no doing negative square root. So if you find yourself with a negative under there, you need to cross out that solution, whatever that is. Oh, that's right. I have to put something in there. It's not going to like me. All right. And then for here, we just square both sides. So we kind of do the opposite. So square and then x squared. So you have 6 minus 5x equals x squared. And then I just move everything all at once. So 0 equals x squared plus 5x minus 6. And then you just need to factor. So x and x and x plus, wait a minute. It's going to be 1 and 5. I'm thinking 2 and 3, but I think it's going to be 1 and 5. So no. I'm thinking maybe there's no solution again because what Two numbers multiplied together give me 6, but added together give me 2. That's not going to work. So I think it is no solution. So just be careful. And know that you can plug your answer back in and that it should work. I think it's no solution for this one. So just be careful about that one. And remember, you get 2 tries, so I'm just gonna plug, oops. I'm gonna plug in 0. That's what I do when I just want to move on. And then somehow tap that. All right, and then inequalities, we got, just going to make this a little bit bigger just because I need a little bit more space. So we have plus 8 and minus 5x. So I'm going to get 6x is less than or equal to negative 7. Yep. Okay. And then I'm just trying to calculate, make sure that's right. And then x is less than or equal to negative 7 over 6. And I believe 7 over 6 is 1 point something decimal. I think it's 1.33, but I just need to make sure. So negative 7 divided by 6. Negative 1.16. So because it's less than or equal to, we are going to definitely go to the left. And because the equal, it's going to be a bracket. So I'm pretty sure well, you can type that in here. It says use integers or fractions for, and you can use interval notation. And then the graph, it looks like it's this one. Okay. Oops. Sorry, it tends to, I love this program, but I can never seem to just keep it still. Okay, so just to see how they want it typed in with interval notation. Wait, where did they? Oh, they changed the numbers. I'm about to say my numbers are way off. No, they changed the numbers up here. So if you look up here, this is a different problem. Okay, so hopefully this helps. We're going to use probably the second part of Tuesday night. If you guys want to do sort of like a lab and then go on and do your quiz. And then that way you are ready. You've already taken your quiz one time. You can review it and then take it again and then be prepared for your exam. I will look over your exam, and if there's anything that I think I need to point out, I will probably make another video for that. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that anytime that I do videos, you'll get an update. And I probably will do at least one live stream